Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and in this video here I'm going to be talking about my Raptor Island base and a little bit of the things that I've learned about this location, perks of building here, and basically just an information dump of what you need to know about this base and what is good about this base. So there's two main things that I have found are really good about this base, and they sound like they're opposed to each other, but they're actually kind of not. So one, this is one of the best locations to build if you want to be left alone. The only enemy raid that will constantly attack you at this location are cannibal swarms. However, or rather, let me add the other part. This location is also really good if you want to level up your toughness and your combat abilities. Like I said, you might think they're opposed, but they're actually not. So you can actually make yourself be under attack at this base a lot more often if you just grow crops, because swamp raptors eat crops when they start to become grown, and this will cause swamp raptors to constantly come in your base. Like these guys, I'm pretty sure they're coming over now to eat my crops. Basically, once your crops are grown, swamp raptors will just flood into your base and start eating your crops, which cause all of your characters to attack the swamp raptors. And you can basically do this over and over and over. You can keep growing crops and having swamp raptors come in, attack your characters, and then depending on what your toughness is, depending on what your combat skills are and all of that stuff, your characters may wipe. That's okay if they do. It's not the end of the world. The swamp raptors will leave. They don't eat anybody. They don't carry anybody to capture them or anything like that, which is one of the best reasons that which is one of the main reasons that this place is really good for leveling up your combat skills, because the swamp raptors don't kill you. They basically just leave you unconscious. So your characters can wait until the swamp raptors leave, and then they can come back through, and or then they can get up, heal themselves, go rest in the bed, and if you have characters that are recovering from comas, you can carry them to the beds like you see me doing now. So as far as the other perks of this base, I'll explain that in a second while I explain this a little bit more. So swamp raptors, look at the stats here in the bottom left. As you can see, swamp raptors are actually halfway decent in stats. They have a decent amount of toughness, decent amount of attack. They're good for leveling up on mid-level characters, which is more or less the only thing that you'll be doing, or more or less all of your characters will be that. It's by the time you get to like massive toughness, you pretty much or by the time you get really high toughness, you'll be fighting like something else anyway than swamp raptors. You won't really be worrying about them. This place is mostly for I'd say mid-range characters, mid-level characters, or even low-level characters. And of course, like I said, if you want to be left alone, you don't have to grow crops. I am specifically growing crops because I want the swamp raptors to come in and attack me. Like you see Yarick right here, he's fighting the swamp raptors that come in. I want this to happen because I want their skills to be leveled up. That is why I have them at this base. So you might have you might instead want this base to be left alone, and you might not want to deal with them, so don't grow crops then. As far as the other things that you can do at this base, there are lots of iron to gather. The location I made my base right here, you can see there's a raw iron right here, or rather an iron deposit. I have a bunch of iron crafting machines. There's also this big-ass metal structure here, which also is multiple iron deposits. I'm pretty sure there's 3 iron deposits over here. I'm pretty sure 2 of these pieces of metal count as 1 iron deposit each, and then there's also this other 3rd iron deposit right here, which is just basically a regular iron deposit. So there's lots of iron to mine on this island. And as far as crops go, let me show you what you can grow here with Prospect. I'm pretty sure it is 100% arid, yeah, and 10% green. So you can grow cactus, wheat straw, everything that grows in arid environments, and you can also grow green fruit and everything that grows in green environments, albeit at a much lesser yield value, because the fertility, or rather, I think the percentage of what it is, the environment counts towards fertility, but I could be mistaken. I'm not entirely sure. Basically, you just won't, your yield of green fruits will be a lot lower, or whatever vegetable you're growing for a green environment. Of course, you can also do a shit ton of hydroponics if you want. That is definitely a possibility. Here comes the Swamp Raptor army to my base right now, as you can see. So a little battle's about to commence, and toughness is about to be ranked up, and all of that other stuff, which is beautiful. Absolutely love it. So as far as since we don't have copper here, you have to figure out what you can do without copper. Usually there's a lot of arrows you can make without copper. Actually, I'm pretty sure you can make all arrows without copper. There's a lot of robotics that you can make without copper, without the electrical materials for copper. So basically, you can get a good iron factory going here if you want to do some iron mining. Also, I have a very good, whatchamacallit, rum still going here. Basically, what I use my base for is iron production. You can see down here I have a robotics bench. I also have an arrow making bench. So my characters are constantly making arrows at this location, and they're constantly making robot parts. Basically, everything except for the robotic parts that require electrical components they're making here. And then I just transport the robotic parts to another base where they have electrical components, or I bring electrical components here from my Fog Islands base. And that's really all this base lacks is copper. It has everything else. But like I said before, the main selling point of this base, in my honest opinion, is the Swamp Raptors. They're munching down my crops now. These guys are up here and not attacking. They're all resting, which is good. They all need some rest to heal up, as you can see. I'm actually going to send them in to fight the Swamp Raptors right now because I want them to fight for this video. I also have my squad size turned up. Let me show you here. Gameplay, squad size multiplier, and global population multiplier. This is why I have so many Swamp Raptors in the squad. Like, see how big that Swamp Raptor pack is? They wouldn't be that big if I didn't have my squad sizes turned up. And I also have my squad sizes turned up to make the game a little bit more difficult because the game was a little bit too easy, and I would like to raise my toughness, combat skills, and all of that stuff more. But that is really all I can tell you about this base. This is, in my opinion, the best location on Raptor Island to make a base. There's a single iron node inside my base right here, which I wish I could make a base with more iron nodes, but there's really not many around this island that you can make inside of a base. Like, I can't really put this entire area in a wall because it goes under the water, and it's not a good location. However, Swamp Raptors on this island will not attack you unless they are attacked first. So you can technically just have your characters go outside the base and mine iron here without any threat of being attacked. So that is really all there is to it. That is all I know about the Raptor Island base, and all I'm pretty sure I can share with you about the Raptor Island base. Like I said, I totally recommend this base. It's one of my more favorite bases for leveling up my characters. And yeah, if I forgot anything for this video, please let me know in the comments section below. And if this video helped you out, please leave me a like because that helps me out. Aside from that, though, I will catch you guys around in future Kenshi videos. Peace.